Hello everyone, welcome to GED. Today we have a half-pound Carl's Jr. bacon and guacamole burger with some fries, and we're talking about attending cons. So guys, check this out. This is a monstrous burger. But before we get into it, let's enjoy some of these beautiful, crisp French fries. Carl's Jr. French fries are kind of unique in the fact that they're one of the fast food places that actually keeps the kind of a little bit of the skin on their potatoes. And they do kind of make them a little bit crispier than most places. But it's nice. It is a very nice touch. Nothing too fancy about these, just your typical French fries, but they are delicious. So today's discussion is all about cons. No, not criminals. Conventions. Basically, do you attend them or not? Do you go to E3? Do you go to Gen Con? Do you go to some sort of car convention? Do you go to anything that's out there in the world? Maybe tournaments. Do you go to video game tournaments? You definitely should. And let me tell you why, in my opinion. Cons and events and conventions are a great way to socialize, see stuff that you've never seen before, experience the culture of something, and heck, you only get once in a lifetime to go out and do that stuff. I've only been to a few cons in my life. I'm by far not a regular at the conventions, but you know, people that get into it, people that bring their games or bring their passion, their culture to the event center, it's amazing. It's simply amazing. One of the fondest memories I can ever remember, in terms of like gaming, is going to Gen Con when I was like, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13. Possibly slightly older, I can't remember the age limit. But it was when D&D 2nd edition was being released. I got a copy, one of the original copies of D&D 2nd Ed during this 2-day convention. Got to see all this amazing nerd culture, not just, Dungeons and Dragons, all sorts of cosplay, nerd culture, games, playtests, whatnot. And we actually got to playtest D&D 2nd Ed as it was being released. And I was, super young and super into it. And then we got the books actually signed, by some of the creators of the actual rules and Wizards of the Coast, and it was really cool. That memory alone will always stay with me. And it's super amazing because it's part of, that once-in-a-lifetime experience. There will never be a 2nd edition D&D release ever again, It's crazy. You can also meet a ton of friends and like-minded individuals at cons. So maybe you're looking to expand your friend base, get out there into the world. And even though they may be long distance friends, you tend to meet in the same areas of the convention center and have like interests. It's also rare, but maybe you'll find your soulmate. You never know. Speaking of soulmates, oh, look at this monster burger. It is by far humongous. I mean, there's my hand, there's the burger. It's got cheese and guacamole and a couple strips of bacon, 3 slices of cheese, a monster of a half-pound patty, some veg on the bottom. Looks like some special sauce up in here. Let's see if I can actually bite into it. Very interesting. Has like a spicy Southwest sauce. There's no getting around it. This burger is going to be very messy. So, sorry up front, guys. It is quite impressive. And Carl's Jr., they do some impressive 6-pound burgers. You have to rotate it because it's falling out the back. If you have any truly amazing stories of when you went to a convention, any convention, doesn't have to be related to gaming, but it really gave you a memory of a lifetime that you'll always remember, feel free to share it. I mean, heck, I like hearing about that stuff. The guacamole is kind of falling everywhere. Doesn't that burger just amaze you? Like, I can't think of a restaurant that makes a burger like that. Well, fast food restaurant anyways, other than like Red Robin. It's pretty crazy, pretty big, and it is kind of spicy. It does have red onions in there. So woo, breath later. I have a former friend from college that's also a game developer. I'm not at liberty to say what games he develops, but he goes to E3 every year religiously, no matter where he is living in the country. And man, E3 as a technical convention is beyond amazing. You have to go at least once in your life. Probably maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. Once you go, you kind of get hooked. And yes, even if you're not a developer, there are ways to get there. And then you have the Tokyo Game Show in Tokyo. Man, if you can save up for that convention, you are beyond your wildest dreams in terms of what you see there. Sometimes it makes me miss living in Japan because it was just so close. There's other YouTubers like Metal Jesus, Barnacles, or Jay's 2 cents that go to retro conventions and PC conventions. Man, if you're into something, there is a convention for you. Maybe playing retro style NES games or going to a security conference like DEF CON if you're really in the deep end. It's just amazing, you know? Getting together in the outside world with other people with like interests where you can congregate and have a great, great weekend. Or week in some cases. Look at that hand. Oh, the guacamole's everywhere. I don't have any napkins. Sorry, guys. Another bonus to going to cons is that technically most cons won't be around where you live. So you can take like a week to explore a new area of the country, and while you're having fun at the con, the after party or the after travel you do is just, it's great. It's pure, simple, amazing to get out there into the world, see new stuff, experience new places. And as far as experiences go, this burger, oh man, it is not for the faint of heart. So remember, to game, eat, discuss. And if I can finish this last bite, you guys can get out there into the world and go to some cons. Take it easy, guys.